The final race in the 1998 Supercross Masters. The pressure showing there on Lee Hogan. There's Anthony Gobert. He's qualified for the main event. That's great. Craig Carmichael, after already wrapping up the 1-2-5s, he's set to go. There's a good shot of the soft soil in front of the starting gate. Really has been testing times for the riders tonight as we check the lineup. Cameron Taylor, Kim Ashkenazi, Craig Anderson and Andrew McFarlane. Lee Hogan on board the KTM, Paul Grant, Anthony Gobert, Craig Carmichael on the Kawasaki. This one is going to be a very tough final. Can Anderson finish on a high note? Can he remain undefeated, or can Gobert spring a surprise? Carmichael tries to get the rolling start, but on the inside it's Cameron Taylor who gets the whole shot.
Clean whole shot by Taylor. He'll be happy about that. I noticed Anderson was well and truly, there he goes now on the number 6 Yamaha machine. Well back in the pack, so he's got his work cut out for him, Lee.
Well back, all right. He's back in 5th position. Ashkenazi muscles his way through on the inside. Gobert is well placed, so too McFarlane. On the inside, Anderson tries to put the move on Gobert. Doesn't stick.
Well, it's great to see Anthony Gobert up there. He's actually been performing very, very well tonight, and after spending the last few seasons on the tar, that's absolutely phenomenal that he can come back this strong in the final.
Well, we'll see how his fitness is as the final progresses. It's always a hard race. McFarlane, there's the inside move again. Same corner. Anderson tries it on his new teammate. Doesn't happen again. Look at the lead, though, that Cameron Taylor is starting to develop over the rest of the pack.
Well, Taylor's certainly been a very capable man in the indoor Supercross this year. Comfortable lead, but you can see the two Yamaha riders now. Anderson struggling to get by Gobert, so he's going to have to pull something out the bag here. Look at that, straight through on the inside. So Anderson showing the experience.
Well, he's looking smooth. He's probably looking the smoothest out of all the riders at the moment, although he has a lot of ground to catch up on Cameron Taylor, who's pulled out a huge lead at such an early stage in this race.
Just see a moment ago Anderson clearing the goggles. The riders run a roll-off type of lens on the goggles, and certainly in these wet track conditions the riders needing to clear the vision quite regularly. Great shot of Cameron Taylor there. Look, he's well and truly out front. Look at the lead there. You can look back on the circuit. You can see Andy McFarlane second, Anderson now into 3rd place.
Look at those ruts. How deep are they? How hard are they to ride through? Here's the battle for second spot. Anderson really starting to apply the pressure to McFarlane now.
Anderson using the inside lines, and he's used them well tonight. He's pulled off quite a few very savvy passes on the inside, and he's working hard now to put a move on McFarlane.
Well, Craig Anderson has just... Oh, down goes Andy McFarlane. In the middle of the stunners there.
That's how hard the conditions are. McFarlane really falling down on what normally would be quite an easy section of the circuit. Gobert there, falling back through the field a little bit, so he won't be happy about that. But it's Anderson now. Let's see if Anderson can bridge the gap on Taylor.
Well, Craig Anderson has dominated everything in Australian off-road racing this year, whether it be the Australian Supercross Championship, the Motocross Championship, and also the Thumper Nats, and now he's doing it again here in the Supercross. Ashkenazi well placed. He's been a surprise this weekend, so much so he's putting the pressure on Anderson.
Ashkenazi looking very strong this weekend, putting the move on, trying to put a move on Anderson. I think he's there in 3rd place, so tremendous riding by Ashkenazi. Really hasn't shown a lot of form this year, but certainly he's come alive this weekend.
Well, these guys battle for second spot. How about our race leader? Let's not forget about him. Taylor has just gone. He's left these guys in his wake. There's Ashkenazi just taking one of those. Oh, our leader's down. Cameron Taylor had dropped it on the Triple M tabletop.
Well, that's a stroke of bad luck for Taylor. Was really leading the race comfortably, and to make a mistake like that with such a big lead in hand, he's got to be extremely frustrated. So we'll just have to see whether he can get it together and maybe get the momentum going to make another challenge on Anderson.
Well, not only disappointed with it, but he's handed the lead to Craig Anderson. And if Anderson can remain where he is, that completes the fairy tale for the Team Yamaha rider. Can Taylor come back, or will he be hassled by Ashkenazi?
Cameron Taylor, 2nd place right now. Oh no, he's gone down again. This is frustration for Taylor. He really was in with a genuine chance at the title, and has absolutely blown it here in the final. Was leading, fallen once, fallen twice. So look at him now hitting hay bales. Just can't get it together.
Totally flustered, isn't he? Have a look at Anthony Gobert doing the dog paddle through the stutters as his teammate Craig Anderson from Wallsend in New South Wales is on his way to his 2nd Supercross Masters victory. And he comes across the line victorious. Craig Anderson almost comes off after the line, but he will be and is Supercross Masters champ for 2 years running. As we check the final results of the final, of course, Anderson in for the win from Kim Ashkenazi, Cameron Taylor and Andrew McFarlane. Back to Paul Grant, Craig Carmichael, Lee Hogan and Anthony Gobert finishing in 8th.
There you go. Excellent. Woo!
Well, a very happy Craig Anderson, and rightly so, finishing on top of the heap yet again. Cameron Taylor finishing 2nd for the series. Craig Carmichael and Lee Hogan tied for 3rd. Andrew McFarlane back in 5th. 6th was factory Phil Lawrence on the KTM. Paul Grant and Peter Melton tied for 7th. Michael Byrne and Troy Doran tied for 9th.
Can't really believe it. This year's come together, and it was a dream at the start of the year, and can't really believe it. I put in 100% effort all year, and I won. I'm just ecstatic.
Supercross Masters 99 kicks off in Newcastle, the grand final at the spectacular Sydney Olympic Superdome. The man wearing the crown, Yamaha's Craig Anderson.